Today I have a guest with me that for sure you already know about the platform from the is the CEO of JVZoo, the platform where we launch products, digital marketing products, ebooks, softwares, um, not face masks and things like that. Okay, so I got Laura on the call because you guys, some of you already know, my English is not perfect, but I want to show you what is possible if you believe in yourself. So I got Laura on the call just to ask her a few questions, and let's see from what we can get from this interview. Laura, I know you are a busy woman on JVZoo. Um, can you tell me a little bit about yourself, how you got started uh, in this marketing space?
Sure. So I worked in operations in the business industry for a long time. And as I was climbing the corporate ladder, I went basically from industry to industry wherever it allowed my career to progress. So my background is in multiple things. I worked in the legal industry, I've worked in medical. So I've worked in fitness and I've done all these things in an operations capacity, basically going from middle management all the way up to a VP of operations. And that was in the health industry before, no, I'm sorry, that was the medical industry before I came to JVZoo and started working with JVZoo and then eventually became their COO
Yeah.
before I was promoted to CEO.
Okay. Yeah. No, it was my English.
What's that?
When I told you about CEO, you know,
Yeah.
it was my English. So you are now CEO, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have some questions for you, and then maybe we can provide some information about JVZoo. Um, uh, you already enjoying this working on JVZoo, and I'm sure you travel a lot. Not right now, but at events, marketing events, so you can promote the marketplace, JVZoo marketplace. And I want to ask what motivates you working at this company.
So for me, I am a motivated person in general. I always want to do better than I did, the week before or last year. I always have big goals for myself. So I think that part comes naturally. But with JVZoo, we have such a unique relationship with our users. We don't make money unless our users make money.
Yeah.
Um, right? So we have a good synergy with our users. And so our user success becomes our success. It's a great relationship that way. It's never a company taking from its consumers.
Yes.
So we're always trying to better the platform and build the platform so that it makes our users' lives easier. It makes their businesses easier to run. And so we're getting better so our users can be better. And I find that just, it's exciting. I love my job. I love to get up every day and figure out what we're going to do next, what we're going to plan next. And of course, as always with technology, we're never building it as fast as we want to, that we've got the ideas, but then we have to build them out. So, my roadmap's usually well over a year out because, I know where we need to go next and what we want to do next. And I'm trying as much to predict my users' needs as I am to hear their feedback and give them the features that they need.
One thing that I realized is, and you said you already have like a plan. You already plan in the future. This is something that most entrepreneurs they want to sell something. They have maybe um, 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 whatever a product they want to sell it, but uh, I think 90% of them do not have a plan.
Mhm.
They don't have a deadline. They don't have what do I want from this. Most of them, I want to make money, but making money is like Grant Cardone says, is like printing them. Is no,
Right.
you have to generate money, okay, and you need a plan. You need, okay, for why I generate that, for what I will generate that money, okay, for house, for investment, for whatever. So you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper to plan what you're gonna make with that money. Because me too, I was in the beginning when I started launching JVZoo, and I was generating money, generating money, generating money, but then just spend them. I was like, I had to launch every month, So we need more users to understand this concept, to make a plan, what you're gonna do with the money, what you're gonna do with your relationship, even relationship marketing, to plan them ahead. So we have a road, like, okay, if
Right.
that's, some people do this, if something happen, I will know what to do. Just in case that bad thing happen, I already have a plan for that. So
Right. And it's not just about, like you said, having the big vision and then breaking it down
yeah,
again and
yeah,
again, but it does give yourself a roadmap. And then you can fill in the blanks as you go because there are things you will leave out on your plan. And then you'll get there and realize, like, oh, I didn't even think about this aspect of it. But then the next time you do it, you'll have that, you'll already know about that and you'll have that added into your plan. But a lot of times in this direct industry for JVZoo users, they'll get into this launch cycle where they're just
yeah,
creating and launching and creating and launching. And that's the only way they know to make money. They don't plan to build out their business so that they've got time to reciprocate. And you don't always need to reciprocate, but to be an affiliate, and promote another product that you think is solid and good for your users, to do that. And then to always look and say, okay, how am I going to further develop this product or a range of products that support this and support my customers' needs, so that you have a business plan and
yeah,
that you can also take a step back and get much needed rest and get out of the constant launch cycle. And that you've got not only a business plan, but a health and well being plan.
yeah. Yeah, now me too. After 2 years, I got back on my first product launch, and you know, I was at I had a lot of problems with alcohol, insomnia pills, so I was alcoholic, and I was generating money, but all the money was, I was spending just for, getting on clubs, to do whatever I want, and then was the time when I supposed to go to um, a center for addiction, so I had to do something because was
Mhm.
so much under my plate, money, keeping the product, customers, promoting affiliates. So when it's about entrepreneurship, it's not that, it's like, okay, I'm gonna make money and everything gonna be fine. No, you can, and I know a lot of marketers had this problem with alcohol. It's bad addiction. For me,
Mhm.
it takes 4 months at addiction center to recover. And then I got back in marketing. And when I started to get back in marketing, my head already start to spin, again, the stress, the anxiety, so
Right.
so that's why I think a great plan is also very healthy for every entrepreneur. um who gonna start a business. Um, yeah, I know you guys add more payments platform for JVZoo.
Mhm.
Is there anything that you can share about that, or um,
Right. So at JVZoo, as a seller, you
mhm,
connect your own payment processor. We are not the merchant of record. You are. Now, a lot of people in the current climate over the last year and a half have wanted the platform to be the merchant of record, much like ClickBank. That's their business model.
mhm,
Um, and that's a great business model for them. For us, we let you keep your money, which means your business that you build has more value because the revenue is going through your business, not ours,
mhm.
right? So if you have a real long-term business plan and your plan is to build a company you can sell, it's more sellable because you've kept the revenue. You didn't give
Yeah,
that revenue
yeah,
away, right?
yes.
So again, we're giving you the ability to think long term and to plan out your business and your life. But for payment processors, we have more than any other platform that is similar to JVZoo, where we say bring your own payment processor. So we're integrated with PayPal, we're integrated with Stripe, we're integrated with BlueSnap, PayCafe. PayCafe is our newest one. Currently, they're only accepting applications for the US and Canada, but
Yeah,
it will not be long before we will branch out to lots more places there. They're working on those integrations now. We also have where you can bring your own merchant account. So we use the auth.net gateway, and you can bring your own merchant account and process that way as well.
oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it's very interesting because I saw there are so many problems. Some people have problems with PayPal, others have problem with Stripe. You never
Hmm.
know, and I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle. You know, Facebook gonna say you, hey, I'll shut you down. I'll shut your account down, right? Your advertising account. But let's be honest, how many of us post on our own profile business related materials, JVZoo launches, other launches, whatever, promoting our own products. So we breaking the rules, but when they shut us down, why they do it, you know? So
Well, and payment processors, like many companies, like Facebook, they're all using artificial intelligence now. There's
yeah,
no longer human beings with common sense reviewing accounts. So, I mean, even I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I made a post on Facebook. It was on the JVZoo page. It was my first post that I'd made in quite some time. I mean, like uh, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know. I made one post saying, as a business on our business page, we made a mistake. Here's the correction. I apologize that as a company, we made this mistake.
yeah.
After that went live, I went to respond to a message a user had sent me on Facebook, and they said, "You're posting too much. And so we're limiting you and you can't." And I'm like, wait, I haven't I haven't posted in months. I
Yeah,
post one thing and then I go to respond to something in Messenger and I got limited. And so I just had to wait until I could start responding to people again. And it's artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence is only as good as the person programming it.
yeah,
And so, unless all scenarios are considered, which they will never be, we're going to continue to run into issues like that.
yeah. I think so. I don't like either artificial intelligence because, uh, as I saw, so many people lose their accounts because of that. You know, because
Hmm.
one simple mistake. Um, there are so many ways that you can do without artificial intelligence, but I think we still to work on it.
Yes. And, like we said, with artificial intelligence and payment processors, it can identify one person who has truly done something wrong, but then everybody else associated with that person is assumed guilty in that thing as well. So
Yeah,
it it's a lack of human beings and common sense, doing the job anymore as we move further and further into a world that's run by technology.
Yeah. Uh, I have one more questions for you.
Mhm.
Where do you see the company in the 5 years, in the next 5 years?
Well, I hope we continue to grow and serve more and more users. 2020 has been an odd year with COVID, but it's also been a year where more and more people have had to find jobs to work from home.
Yeah,
So we've had an enormous amount of users sign up and people who are trying to navigate how do they build businesses working from home. So I feel like we'll see more and more growth in that because people have gotten accustomed to being home now and not going into an office and doing a 9 to 5, so to speak. So I think we'll see that, and hopefully our industry will continue to grow and evolve.
yeah. I was looking to ask these questions during this COVID time. Um, was an increase and more affiliates for vendors? Because I saw there are some activity on JV group. I saw also newbies. How do I make it?
Yes.
How do I do that? So they also need help, you know,
Yes.
how to get started, how to engage with us, because we are not the same now. We don't accept everything like in the beginning, where when you are just starting out, you know, you accept. Talk in different ways, and you know, then once we grow, we don't want to spend so much time during the messenger. So
Right.
some people prefer just pitch me right away than just losing my time, you know. So
Right.
yeah,
So lots more new affiliates we've seen. And, I do feel that being an affiliate is easier than creating a product right out of the gate.
yeah,
So we've seen a lot more new affiliates and a lot of people, like you said, asking, how do I get started? What do I do?
yeah,
Which is a golden opportunity for
yes,
the veterans to have more courses to teach because a lot of the courses people had were out of date.
yeah,
They were the 2016 here's how you rock it and make money. But the industry has evolved. Consumers are more educated now. The way we sell has to evolve, and our marketing has to as well. So there's a lot of opportunity for the old guard, the gurus, the veterans to come
yeah,
out and now teach these newbies. And of course, you're going to have those who want to make money like that, and that just it's not long
yeah,
lasting for anyone.
yeah, yeah. After so many launches, I have another launch this month on JVZoo. Then next year, I think January or February. Um, so I'm gonna launch more products, and the same time, what I do with my customers, for example, for my last launch, I saw that there are newbies uh, that they buy products that it's they're not gonna use because they don't have that understanding, that level of like like a veteran, get the software and start to using right away. Um, uh, and as you said, we need to help them. Now the technology has changed. Now we have Facebook, we have more tools. It's much easier to get in touch with someone, and also to like list building. It's so much easier to build a list now than it was like, wow, back in 2007, when I just understand what it's a emailing list, you know. So
Right, but so that, and it's easier,
yeah,
but teaching that to people of still how to build a list because someone who's new has no idea. They really
yeah,
don't, and they don't understand. Like, I wrote a blog and I had to sign up for more, and no one's signing up for my list.
yeah,
So, it's a golden opportunity for people like you who do know. Here's
yeah.
how.
And actually, I work at one course right now, but first I want to get information from newbies. So that's why if you guys go to my page, to my Facebook page, Marius Price, find my page, and go and check on send message and write Laura, okay? Just write Laura. You will get out my boot messenger that will book one-on-one no pitch call with me. This is what I will do for maybe next 30 days. So this is what I did also my customers one-on-one. So because I saw there are so many problems, so you can pick my brain, and then of course once I create a course, you can access it for free if you just provide me the information. That's it. So it's win-win situation. Um, yeah. Thanks so much, Laura. If you have any question for me, I asked you now. If you want to ask me something, just let me know.
Well, you're coming back into the industry again. You're ready to get started again. And are you launching a new product?
Yeah, yeah. After I was at the addiction center, I had long period of time by doing nothing on the internet. So now I'm back in full power. So I'm gonna do more interviews, engage with more people, and yeah, I already launched the product, but was not on JVZoo because the product was already launched on JVZoo. So I had to do a relaunch. Was a relaunch. And this one, I think 19 December, I'm gonna have a product launch with JVZoo, and the next one, so JVZoo all the way,
That's right. Well, we look forward to it. And I hope everything goes well. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Yeah, I just wonder how do you find the time to answer to guys like me? No.
Well, guys like you are very important. You're one of my users. And like I said,
Yeah.
JVZoo, we need to work together with our users. So I do my best to get to everyone. I don't just run JVZoo. I work for multiple other companies and have many of my own. So I'm a little busy, and I have a newborn as well. I have a I have a 3.5-month-old baby.
Oh.
So sleep is not really in my daily plan right now. But it's like you said, if you have a plan and you make a list, and I have a to-do list for every, like I set out for the year. I'll tell you, this is my secret. I always have a notebook, and I always have, this is the master plan for the year. Of course, this gets carried over for when the notebook gets full. What isn't crossed off goes to the next notebook, first page. And each company that I work with has its own section.
Okay.
And then as I need to carry things over on my checkoff list, if they're not done, they get tabs, so that I go back and make sure that every single thing on my list gets checked off.
That's cool.
And I do not end a week without checking everything on my list off.
Yeah.
So that's how I stay organized.
Yeah. Okay, Laura, thanks so much for this interview. And again, guys, if you go to my Facebook page and send me a message right there, Laura, and my Facebook bot gonna ask you a couple of questions so you can book live chat, live call with me, one-on-one call, no pitch, nothing, just live one-on-one call with me and pick my brain. Thanks so much, and see you around, Laura.
Thank you for having me.